Good job, Trae. 41 points, 8 assists, 4 boards, 2 steals, and only 3 turnovers. Come on in here, let's talk about it. What it do, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. While you're in here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share the video. Make sure you join the family. So I'm not 100% happy about last night's game by no stretch of the imagination. I really expected us to win and win bigger than what we did. We squeaked away with a 1-point victory. Now, in the win-loss column, that's great for us. It does, that's what we want to do. But we got to do better than what we did last night. And I'm just going to talk about some things that I saw. I'm going to start with the positive things first because you always want to give praise. You always want to give credit. So I'm going to talk about the positive. There were a lot of positive things. Number one, we saw logo Trae and everything. It was nice to see. I did like the play of Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson did good. Scored 19 points, got 9 boards. He even took a couple of charges, so that was good too. Good to see him get going. DeJounte Murray, though, I feel like I got things about him on both sides, the good and the bad. The thing that he got that last winning shot, so that was great to see. He scored 17 points. So those were, really good things that I saw. Capella, he made a good defensive presence, good defensive stance for us. You could definitely tell when he wasn't on the court in terms of his rim protection, protecting the paint, all that. It seems like the guys like Banchero and Wagner, and Suggs, wasn't as easy for them to get to that rim when Capella was in the game. Even JJ had a block or two. Bogey had 15 points. He did a really good job. He was a little quiet through the night, but he stepped up in the clutch. He had 5 points in the clutch that sparked our comeback in the fourth quarter. So I give praise to Bogey as well. O was key in terms of he had 4 blocks. I felt like he struggled with the rebounding because he only had 2 boards, but he had 4 blocks. So, that bought him some time in terms of being on the floor and giving Capella a little more rest. It was high altitude, so they were all struggling there. You could tell, like in the first quarter, I could tell they were gassed. Midway through the first quarter, I could tell. Also, defensively, we were able to get 3 charges, so that was key in the game. To help us, build the comeback. So it was a really good game in terms of that. Those are the things that, we can build on. Those are things we can build on. Now, things that I'm worried about, things I'm concerned about, let's talk about it. DeJounte Murray, like I said with him, on both sides, he got the game-winning shot, great. He had 17 points, but overall he shot 6 for 15, and he had 4 turnovers. And I felt like a lot of that was forced. His spot is that midi. We all know that. One of the best in the game. Him and Kawhi Leonard getting to that spot in the midi. They're going to knock it down pretty much most of the time. But I felt like whenever he got clogged right there, instead of him immediately recognizing the open shooter and dishing the ball off, he would turn it over. He would try to force. He was just, I don't know, it was just a lot of forced play with him. So that's going to be my bad for DeJounte. AJ Griffin. Bruh, I've been advocating for you every week. Every week I've been advocating for you. AJ Griffin gets in the game 10 minutes. He played 10 minutes. He scored 2 points. He had 1 foul, 2 turnovers, and a negative 11 plus minus. Gotta do better, bruh. All right? Got to do better. There's more in you than that. Another problem I feel like we had was we were stagnant a lot. And I've noticed this throughout the year so far. We played 7 games somewhere up in there. And we get stagnant. Be it first half, second half. We have a good first half, we're going to find somewhere in the second half to be stagnant. So that's something I feel like we definitely need to work on, is not being so stagnant. Now, I'm not gonna 100% blame the players for this, because there's some very questionable lineups that's being put out on the floor. Lineups where maybe everybody don't necessarily know what to do with the ball. Maybe, I don't know. They definitely non-defensive lineups put together and on the floor at the same time. Guys that are a defensive liability. So I don't know. It's something I'm going to continue to look at a little more before I speak on it more. But I noticed last night, I'm looking like they're scoring way too easy. What's going on? And I'm looking at the players on the floor, and it's like, Hunter had 4 fouls, which caused him to have to sit a lot. So I'm sure that had a lot to do with it. He's one of our better defenders. Murray was on the floor. He gets steals, but that's kind of about it. The offensive player can pretty much break him down and get by him. So I don't know. Bogey, he's not known so much for his defense. So having all those guys on the floor at the same time, that's kind of questionable to me. All in all, I think it's enough that we can build on, we can expound on, grow from, learn from, and get better. But I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like there's a trade that needs to happen. For us to make it to that next level, there's definitely a trade that needs to happen. I think we need another key piece, hopefully a superstar that we can get to come here.
You think we need one more? You think we need one more? All right, we'll get one more.
But we'll see. I just think we might possibly need another piece. And I'm not sure what that looks like. I'm torn between small forward and center. I will definitely be in the house on Saturday night as we take on the Miami Heat. That's going to be a good game. Good game. Miami hasn't been playing well. But just like those officials come for Atlanta for some reason, other teams always come for Atlanta. And I think it's because we got, the guy behind me right there, that villain Trae. He loves to showboat. Hey, he was doing his flashy passes last night, showboating and shimmying. That's just who he is. I got to get used to that. We want the smoke, so hey, do your thing, Trae. On to the next one. So, again, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, okay? Peace.
Trae, if you got one more dose of magic in you, rifles it to Murray, 3 for the lead. Yes! Good! Atlanta goes.